What is the Microsoft Intune settings catalog and how you can effectively use it when assigning policies into devices? Let's find out. So what we need to understand here is why the settings catalog. What was before settings catalog in the Intune development stages. So before settings catalog was fully introduced or fully went on general availability, it was only the templates that was mainly used to assign policies or OMA-URIs, which I'm going to discuss later in a different video. So the templates have got a lot of settings in it, and there are different templates according to different operations that they would do when assigning the devices. For example, the device restriction policies. So it will have everything related to device restrictions in different sections of the computer or the endpoint. And then you can easily select that template and that will get assigned. So you don't need to think about what are the other policies that you may have missed or any other things that you need to add. Vice versa, there can be more settings that you need to add but not available in those policies. So that's where the settings catalog would come in. You can think of it as a settings bucket where you got all the settings in it, and then you can do a mix and match and create your own settings or policies and then assign it to the devices or to the users. It can be some settings from device restrictions, some settings from to allow something, but according to your requirements, you can do a mix and match add those settings into the policy. So let's go into the Intune portal. All right, so we are going into the device section, and because we want to set up the Windows policies, we go into the Windows section, and then from there, go into the configuration and new policy. And I'm selecting my platform as Windows 10 and later. So this is where you need to check templates and settings catalog. So if you select the templates, so you can see the number of templates that are available, that chances are you need something that's not available in those templates, or you need to mix and match some settings and create just one policy out of it. So that's a settings catalog. Let's create. I'm just putting it as the description as well. So press next. So from here, you can select whatever the settings you require to set up this policy. I'm going to select some Edge related policies because my policy is basically for the Edge browser. It's very easy. You do your search and anything is available, they'll just start showing up here. I want to do something related to Edge update. And also at the same time, because this is Edge related, I'm going to, let's say, check something on the Edge game settings. I want to disable the Edge games mode or the gamer mode. So I'm selecting it there. And also while we are at the Edge browser, I want to check something else as well. I want to allow download restrictions. So I'm selecting my settings from the settings catalog. So they are very different, can be very different settings, but I'm selecting it from here. So everything started showing up on the left hand side. So I'm closing my settings speaker, and then we can start configuring it. Okay, so now we are at the configuration settings section. First, we'll look at the download restrictions. So if you hover the icon, you can see the description of this setting if you want to know more about it. So by default, this setting is set to disabled. So I want to disable the allow download restrictions. So it's disabled. If you click enabled, then it just gives you, okay. So here, of course, um, when you enable this policy, it gives you more options. So from these options, you can select to block all downloads, or you can say block potentially dangerous downloads, or block dangerous downloads. So that's specified by the browser with the help of the defender. So let's say if I want to download all the anything, all the rest, all everything that needs to be blocked, all the downloads needs to be blocked. So I'm just selecting this one. Very restrictive, but that's what I want to go with. Gamer settings, let's click by enabling it. All right, so this is something different. You won't get any options. Enable gamer mode is enabled. So here I'm disabling it. So ideally, when you click on disabled, the gamer mode will be disabled. And the edge update. So the control updates communication with the experimentation and configuration services. So let's say what happens if we enable this? All right, so we get an option. So it says, okay, so if we need to disable, we can disable it, or enable, so that setting will get enabled. So it's a subsection of this setting. I'll keep it as it is because this is what I want for this policy, hypothetically. Press next. I don't have any tags. I have an assignment. I want to set it to my autopilot devices. Press next. Summary, and it's done. So let's refresh. This is my policy. So you can see the policy type as settings catalog, and the platform is Windows 10 and later. So if you go here, now you can see all the settings which I have selected accordingly. So there are two Microsoft Edge related settings and one Microsoft Edge update related. So everything is there as a summary, and then you can see it from there. So in conclusion, it's a very easy process to search for your settings. If they're available, they start showing up there, and then add it to your policy, create as just as one policy with all the settings, and just enable or disable or add the configuration as required, and assign it to the device or the user group. But make sure that you don't conflict those settings with something that you already have set up with a template or any other policy. So please like this video if you find it useful, and subscribe to my channel, and that will be really appreciated. So until the next one, thank you.